What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you an easy pork chop recipe. This is going to be more towards someone who hasn't barbecued a lot, so forgive me for how basic it is, but this is still a great way just to make a simple, easy pork chop at home. The main thing I want to say that is going to make or break your pork chop, in my opinion, is a thermometer. I agree with some of the videos I've watched, like Cosmo says it all the time. I don't agree with this finger thing. It's not accurate, at least in my opinion. Maybe if you've cooked a million steaks, then maybe you can tell. I can't tell off touch, so I do it the right way and I go off temperature. And also you prevent getting sick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some SPG by Cosmo. It's a salt, pepper, garlic, and whatever else he decides to put in it. I have no idea. I just know I like his stuff. I'm not sponsored by him or anything. It's just I just like his stuff. So add some salt, pepper, and garlic if you don't have SPG, and then I'm going to add some smoked paprika. You can use any combination of seasoning you want. This is just what I'm going to use. But one thing to note too is these are really thick. You can add a good amount of seasoning and be okay. So I'm going to add quite a bit on top and bottom while my bed of coals is going, so it can kind of marinate in the meat so it tastes a little bit better, and a lot of it would just fall off if you set it right on the grill before it kind of gets a chance to soak into it. So I'm going to get these seasoned up and I'll show you what we look like. Alright, so I got my SPG, going to season. I like seasoning kind of high so you get an even distribution. Again, don't be shy with the seasoning. A lot of this is going to cook into it and kind of come off, so give it a good coat on top and bottom. And I'm going to get some paprika here. I'm doing this all with one hand because I'm my own cameraman too. I'm just going to put some on top. I don't want a ton of paprika, but enough to coat it. Then just come on top here and just kind of rub it in. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side and just kind of roll it around in the plate to try and soak up as much of that seasoning as you can. So we'll show you what it looks like once we get there, but remember how it looked like now? Kind of like how you can see the grits and stuff. Wait till it kind of absorbs a little bit. Alright, so I've got my coals going really hot. I got this vortex. I got the smaller hole up. That's for indirect cooking, so I'll show you what this looks like once I get my grate on. But we're going to indirect these up to, I don't know, 125, then sear them really good. And it's easy to do with this little hole right here. So I'll show you what it looks like with the grate on, then we'll get these things on. Alright, so you can see that these have kind of absorbed a little bit. So I'm just going to get these guys on and get it kind of close to the flame too. So right about there, I'm going to get the bone going towards it. Let me grab this next guy. These guys are really thick pork chops. So again, nice and close like this, and then you know, I messed up because I'm going to move them back and I'm going to pick this middle piece up and I'm going to throw some hickory chunks in there. Alright, so I've got my top vent open, my bottom vent all the way open, and I've got them going here. I just put them on, so I just want to show you guys I got that hickory in there starting to smolder a little bit, and then we're just going to let it go for about I'm going to say 15. I'll do 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll check it. So we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so we've been going now roughly a little over 15 minutes, so we're just going to give it a check here. And you can see the bone sides crisping up a little bit, looking really good. I don't think we're nearly where we need to be because these are really thick cut pork chops. So I'm going to get my thermometer open here. And just trying to get in there. It's cruising along, 104. Let's see how it is in this part right here. 106. 108 on this one. So we're going for 145. But we're cruising along nicely. So I'm going to give it another... I'll probably give it about 10 minutes and we'll come back and check. So right a little over 15 and going for another 10. So that'll be a total of 25 minutes. Alright, just shy of 25 minutes. And these are looking good. Haven't flipped them yet. You could probably flip them halfway through or whatever if you wanted to, but I'm not going to because they're just going to get seared either way. So we're at about 121. This one's at 125. Let's make sure we didn't hit a piece of fat. Nope, still 125. A little bit different in some other spots. So I'm going to get this guy sear. And this one actually is pretty close to 125. A little colder in some other spots. Close enough. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get them over the coals. I just got to grab my tool real quick. So I'm just going to get this and throw it right over the hot coals. and just get a really nice sear going on these. You could use some grill grates, and I do have grill grates, but this works just as fine too. And I'm just gonna let them go for probably about 2 minutes, and then just give it a check, and then flip them over on the other side. Just got the first guy turned over, and there's no magical number of how long you gotta sear these for. As you can see, I got a good sear along the side right there. Just check it. I just go under and check, and when I'm happy, I just turn it over. And right there, I'm happy with this guy. The coals are getting hotter the longer it sits here with it open like that, but that looks like a great sear to me. So I'm just gonna let it go another minute, check the other side, then when I'm happy, I'm gonna finish them off indirect again. I'll probably get one more temperature reading before I close it. That's why these temperature readers are so, it makes it so easy. I don't have to sit here and guess when it's done. I always guessed beforehand, but the second I got a thermometer, it was just completely game-changing in barbecue for me. So this is the one I use, and it's nice because I don't have to leave it up to chance. I don't want to get sick, and I'm sure no one else does either, so just get a thermometer if you're into barbecue. And that other side looks great to me, so I'm gonna get it flipped over. Maybe a little bit longer actually. I thought looked a little better. So, all right. So like I said, just gonna get a little bit better sear on this side. I'm gonna throw it indirect and temperature read and check all the way up to about 140. You can go 140. It'll probably carry to 145. I'm gonna go like 142-ish. All right, guys. So there you have it. I finished off right around 145 exact when I checked it. So. Now the next secret is to let them sit here and rest. Don't touch it, don't cut it. All the juices and stuff are gonna pour out at least a good 10 to 15 minutes. You can even go 20. I would recommend more like 20. Let everything relax, let everything cool down. It's gonna be way juicier. So I'm gonna let this go for 20 minutes. If you really wanna trap all the moisture in, wrap it in foil. Put a little bit of butter on top and just let it sit. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll show you what it looks like when that's done. All right, so I've got a foil wrap here. Got some buttermilk. That's looking really good. So since I only got one hand here, I'm gonna get this cut and then we'll do a quick taste test. So got it cut here and that's looking really good. So I'm just gonna take a bite. That seasoning makes it really, really good. I can definitely taste the garlic. It's perfect. And easy to do when you have a thermometer like that. Yeah, that's really good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked it, please consider subscribing and we'll see you guys in the next video.